rig caught on fire. 2 days later, it sank, and that's we're not really sure exactly, but it seems like that's likely when it started spewing a huge amount of oil into the Gulf of Mexico. And that amount of oil has been only upwardly revised since they've been analyzing it. Initially, BP was saying it was 1,000 barrels, so about 42,000 gallons a day, a rough estimate. And then what we understood is that there was some back and forth within the unified response, joint unified response, which is BP and the Coast Guard and the resource agencies all in the same room and deciding how they're going to be responding to this, this disaster. What we understand is there were 2 days of pushback between NOAA and BP about how much oil was actually coming out. And in 2 days, BP controlled the message and downwardly revised it. Eventually, it came out that NOAA and the Coast Guard actually backed NOAA up, and they upwardly revised that number to 200,000. Wait, I'm trying to remember this. 210,000. So about 200,000 gallons a day. That's bad, and that would have gotten us to the Valdez in about, I think, 30 days or so. Check my math. I'm not our scientist on staff. But then we had been advocating for quite a while to see the actual video footage because they've been down at the floor, which of course this is a mile below the surface of the Gulf of Mexico. Not unprecedented deep water drilling, but certainly deep water, ultra deep water drilling. As they've been dealing with this failed blowout preventer valve, they've had remote operated vehicles down there, and they all have video cameras, and they've been working on trying to shut down the blowout preventer valve. But they have, they have video of what's happening down there. They were not sharing it. There was tiny little snippets that you couldn't tell what was going on, but I think it was just being put out to show that BP was working. And so we pushed to get the video released. CNN did that story, and then everyone else did that story. And then the next day, they released about a 30-second clip that actually showed the main gusher of oil. Scientists quickly were able to actually determine from that the number was a gross underestimate of how much oil was coming out. So they put it at about 3 million gallons a day, actually, that would be coming out. So if we do the math and we look at about 26 days, charitably 26 days of oil spilling, we are at, again, this is like rough math, we are at 6.5 Valdezes have been spilled in the Gulf of Mexico so far.